Hey guys, it's Owen, or the chameleon keeping dude, and if you guys remember, I did a respiratory infection video a few weeks ago, I think. So in this video, I wanted to go a little bit more deeper because I learned a bit more, thanks to Chameleon Academy, a bit more about respiratory infections, and basically, yeah, I just learned a few new things and I wanted to share it to you guys, so here it is. Alright, so whenever something's wrong, and we know it because more than likely we're experienced in chameleon keeping, the reason why I said more than likely because there could be a beginner watching this. So when there's something in our gut that's telling us something is wrong with our chameleon, that's the feeling called malaise. We just can't we don't know yet, but we know something's wrong. So, but we are on alert. So this means we have to be on alert and look for any signs. And this isn't just for respiratory infections. It's also for other diseases and conditions like metabolic bone disease, metabolic bone disease, and stomatitis, for example. So if there's a slight change in behavior, I notice it, and I know other chameleon experience keepers will know, because mostly I spend 80% of the day with my chameleons, and I know they do too, so they know when something is wrong. So they know something's wrong, but they just can't figure it out. So that's basically what the feeling malaise means. So now let's go back to the respiratory infections. We got the nose and air, and this is a classic sign of a respiratory infection. It's whenever the chameleon does this, basically, like it has the snout up in the air. We call this stargazing because it makes sense because they're looking up. This is just where the chameleon is trying to straighten its trachea in order to make breathing easier for itself. So it's just trying to clear out the airways a bit better so they can bring in breaths more easier because they're desperate for air. So we got that. Then we also got mouth gaping, and mouth gaping could be for multiple different reasons. So as soon as a chameleon starts mouth gaping, it's not good to assume that it's a respiratory infection right away. But if you're noticing like the nose and air and gaping, well, I also wanted to say one more thing about the nose and air. Sometimes you'll see chameleons like do this real quick, like put their snout in the air real quick. You'll mostly see chameleons do this when they're shedding. That shouldn't raise a concern for a respiratory infection because it's quick. But if it's longer, like they're just sitting in their basking spot or somewhere else like this, like it's a bit longer than usual, then that could raise the concern for a respiratory infection. So I just want to say something about that real quick so you guys don't get confused. And whenever chameleon, whenever a chameleon tilts their snout up into the air, you guys don't get confused. Like when they're shedding, and they do that real quick, and you assume it's a respiratory infection. So that's the quick thing. Then we just went over gaping. The chameleon is trying to find different ways to make breathing easier. So they're trying to open their mouth along with the nose and air to get air much more easier and as much as possible. And this is like an emergency thing. And when it's the nose and air, that's where we need to schedule a vet appointment ASAP. Then on the last one, eyes closed. if you're seeing nose in air, gaping, and eyes closed, this is basically the last stages of your chameleon's life. It's literally in the final stages of its life, and it may die soon. So this is an emergency, and you need to get your chameleon in the vet, and we don't know if treatment is even possible, and if we are able to recover. It'll be awesome if your chameleon's able to recover, but in the end, it might not. So, because sometimes this bacteria can refuse treatment because it's either too strong or the medicine's just weak. It's not the right one. It's also, I learned from Chameleon Academy Bill Strand that it depends on if the immune system is strong enough to fight off this bacteria, because this bacteria could most likely already be there. It just depends on if the immune system can fight it, because every time they take in breaths, the immune system goes in and wipes out whatever's in it, so your chameleon can stay healthy, because you want the immune system to be allies with your husbandry for your chameleon, not challenging. So this really depends on if the immune system can fight it, but if the immune system can't, and it's weakened, and it's compromised by like stress, either that's from cohabitation. I made a video on cohabitation. I would suggest go checking that out if you want to know a little bit more about it, but we just don't cohabitate chameleons for a variety of reasons, because of fights, and because fights over food, territory, and water, because they're limited resources. Where was I? Yeah, the immune system. So it really just depends on if the immune system is strong enough and if it can fight the bacteria, because if your husbandry is perfect and the immune system, your chameleon's never stressed by anything like cohabitation, you never even thought about cohabitating your chameleon, you never thought about doing anything wrong with your husbandry for your chameleon, then even if it breeds in bacteria, then your chameleon's immune system should be able to fight it off. So that's what he said. It basically just depends on if your chameleon's immune system can fight it. So I did not know that before. So it's not like exotic bacteria. It's definitely, it just depends on if your chameleon can fight it or not whenever they breathe in bacteria. Like if they're in the bad area. So if they're not stressed, then you shouldn't have to worry about anything. But I'm not encouraging you to put your chameleon in a bad environment. I'm just saying it depends on if the immune system is strong enough to fight off a respiratory infection, the bacteria in your chameleon's lungs, if the chameleon inhales any. So, and here's the main thing. I explained a little bit of this in my last video. So any like parasitic, viral, or fungal can mimic respiratory infection symptoms, which can cause other issues down the road. Like if you have to get different antibiotics because you and your vet thought it was just a normal respiratory infection, because think about it this way. Parasitic is a completely different thing. And a respiratory infection being caused by its normal causes is a different thing. Those are two different things, because parasitic is caused by bad things. I don't know how to describe it, but parasitic is just different. It's not caused by poor ventilation. It's not caused by Could be I was about to say cohabitation, but it could be caused by cohabitation unless if one chameleon is from the wild. But like the parasite I'm talking about is like lungworms. Lungworms, they can 100% mimic respiratory infection, and they can cause respiratory infections. This is what it's known as a secondary respiratory infection. So viral, fungal, and parasitic infections can mimic those RI symptoms. And like I said earlier, sometimes the bacteria can mimic the bacteria can resist the medication, so you might just have to be on watch for that, because if it just refuses it, then there might not be a treatment for your chameleon, because it's, even if it's the right one and it's dedicated to helping fix this respiratory infection and still refuses it, then there might not be a treatment at all for your chameleon, which can be very bad and devastating for you. So that is all I have. Make sure you fix whatever is wrong, but whatever you thought could have caused that respiratory infection to happen, like compromised the immune system and your chameleon was breathing in some bacteria, and like compromised the immune system from whatever type of stress, because stress is mostly caused by husbandry. You cohabitating chameleons together is basically husbandry, improper husbandry, because we say to not house chameleons together. But if it's like if it's like improper foliage, if it's not enough climbing places, then you have to fix those, or else the respiratory infection will come back. So that's the big thing to keep in mind. So that's all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know. Comments if you need any help, need any questions to ask me. Contact me in the comments. Go to the Chameleon Academy for more info. You can go to his YouTube channel. I'd recommend him to anyone looking for top tier professional information. So I'm nowhere near his level, so because he's been doing it for a long time, and I've only been doing this for like 2 years, which is still it's a decent time, but still. So if you guys have any questions or need any help to ask me, or just want to know anything about chameleons, drop it in the comments and I'll gladly answer. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.